Hey everybody, welcome back to A Better Computer. My name is Matt, and today we're taking a look at my Raycast setup, which is pretty simple, but pretty effective at just leveling up my Mac in ways that I find really, really helpful, and I wanted to show you them today very quickly. This is not going to show you how to install Raycast. It's not going to show you any pro features either. Everything here is in the free version of the app. I only have 2 extensions installed. The rest is all built into Raycast. Let's jump into it. So, the first thing I want to talk about is the Clipboard Manager. The Clipboard Manager is so good. So, with the Clipboard Manager, obviously you probably know, if you copy something to the clipboard, paste, and then copy something else. There we go. And I want to paste the first thing again. I could just copy it again there. I could do it from here. But if I didn't want to do that, how do I do this? I pull up the Clipboard Manager. I have a keyboard shortcut set up. I'll show you how to set that up in a moment. And here's the stuff I've copied recently. So I can arrow through them, and there it is. Netflix kills casting from phones. One thing I like about Raycast is it shows you some metadata. This will be more relevant in a second. But yeah, where did I copy it from? What's the format? Some other info. And so I can paste it in, and now I've pasted that back in, and I can just go back and forth, right? I can paste that. I can paste this image from a while ago, right? Sure, convert the document. And now I have a GIF in there. So, yeah, or an image in there. So that is pretty cool, pretty nice. I really like that. Another thing that it does is, let me just talk about that metadata real quick. I haven't seen this in everything, or every one of these. If I go to search YouTube, there's some YouTube stuff here. Here's a YouTube link. What is that video? How would you know from just the URL? You wouldn't. But when it's a URL, it's going to pull some basic information. So it knows what browser I copied it from. It's a link. Here's the title of the page. Here's the URL. And here's the thumbnail for the video, right? So I can scroll further back. Here's some other YouTube videos. What are they? I don't know. This one was a Snazzy Labs one. This one was my own video I made. This one was this one was of someone else's video about aerospace. So you can kind of see before you paste what link that is, and some metadata about it. So pretty cool. And I think that'll happen with other URLs. So if I just copy this Verge link and go up here, yeah, it pulls in the header image, the page title, and everything. So pretty cool. If you just see a URL, it gives you some more information. So how is this set up? Let's go ahead and go into Raycast, go into the settings with Command, comma, and then if I go to extensions and search for Clipboard, I'll see Clipboard History, make sure this is enabled, and then I have a keyboard shortcut set up of Command-Shift-V for that view. Clipboard History is the one you want. You can set up to whatever you'd like, but I just have muscle memory for that. If you click on Clipboard History, here's all the settings you can do with this. Actually, yeah. And so you can set primary action, how long to keep history for. I do 7 days, but you can do up to 3 months for free and unlimited for pro. Text recognition and images, I'm not even going to show you that, but if you have an image, you can copy the text out of it. And then it does have some permissions or security around password managers. So any password managers you have installed will show up here, and it just will not save things to the history. You can still copy from those apps and paste into other apps, but as soon as you copy something else, it's gone. Raycast's Clipboard History won't save it. And you can just add more apps if the app you're thinking about doesn't show up here automatically. So that's Clipboard History. It's the very first thing I would install. Now, another thing I really like is if we go back here, oops, not Olama, text edit. Let's go ahead and say I'm writing something about, and this is actually going to be, we'll do size, 14 text, and it should be regular. So cool. I'm writing something about, and then I copy this. When I paste it, we're going to paste the styling as well, and so now the text is all messed up. If I undo that, what I can do is with a keyboard shortcut, Command, Option, Control, V, I'm pasting it as plain text. How does that work? Well, this is through an extension. Let's hide these again. Pull up Raycast, and it's called Paste as Plain Text. And so I have a keyboard shortcut set up for this. If I hit Command K on it, I can go to configure the extension. That just takes me to that extensions tab we were just at. I set the hotkey here, and there's a few settings here. This is just, you can also do this with Raycast's Clipboard Manager, but I find it not as quick. Paste as just works great. And so if you don't know how to find an extension, a third-party extension in Raycast, you go ahead and pull up Raycast, you search for store. There's the Raycast store, hit enter. paste as is what we want. Paste as plain text. That's the one you're looking for. Hit enter. You'll hit enter again to install it. This is already installed, so I don't need to. But yeah, that's how you find them. So paste as plain text is a nice little add-on to the Clipboard Manager, because the Clipboard Manager, you can do that, right? So if I go back to here, undo, and if I hit this, I can format it, but I kind of have to go to hit Command K and then paste formatted into text edit. And that didn't even work. So I'm actually not totally sure how that's going to work. So anyway, highly recommend that plugin as well if you have this frustration. Set up a keyboard shortcut and never think about it again. Next up, I'm using Raycast as my emoji picker. So instead of Mac OS's, I'm using Raycast. And basically, I've just set up the same keyboard shortcut in Raycast so that when I hit Command, Control, Space, I bring up Raycast emoji picker. And my commonly used ones are here at the top, but I can also search for wink. Boom, done. Bring it up again. I can search for funny, right? There we go. Let's search for something strange, though. Let's do wacky. There is a wacky one. Let's do super wacky. And now we're seeing AI results. And basically, when there are no results for whatever you type in there, macOS's emoji picker will give you nothing. Raycast will try to find you responses using whatever AI model is set up. If you have Raycast Pro, this is going to use Claude or GPT or whatever. But if you are not paying for Pro, which I'm not, this will only work if you have Ollama installed. So we're not going to talk about Ollama, but I do have Ollama installed that's using an LLM running locally on my computer. And that's kind of what it does there. But it recommends things for you. So pretty nice. Yeah, that's really it. I just have it intercepting the keyboard thing. I can arrow through these, and it just works really fast, really reliably. I like it a lot. Next up, I am a millennial, so I like pasting GIFs. And so if I go into Raycast, I type GIF, search for GIFs, and I could do silly business. There we go. And I don't know. Let's do this one. Paste it. There you are. And so, that's actually very, I don't like that. Let's do a different one. Some sort of polar bear. There you go. So this is really nice. Basically, you can search for anything. It's using Giphy as the source. Looks like you can change it to a couple different options. But how does this work? It's a third-party extension. So we go back to the store. You search for GIF. It should be the first one. And it's going to be called GIF Search, 64,000 installs. And yeah, basically install this and have access to GIFs anywhere very quickly. Now, here's an interesting thing. If we go ahead and take a screenshot of this, save it to the desktop, and let's just go ahead and quit this. Okay, I have this screenshot I just took. I have another one I took a few minutes ago. I have some in my downloads folder. How can I just see those? How can I access them quickly? Yeah, this is just a thing that I personally do. I take a lot of screenshots. And so in Raycast, I don't have a keyboard shortcut set up for this. I should say the other keyboard shortcuts you just set up the same way I did the first one. So just find it in the list of extensions and set a keyboard shortcut, or a hotkey they call it. But screenshots, if we go to screenshots, search screenshots, and hey, there's the screenshot I just took. There's the one right above it. And then we have some more that I took previously. And so I can hit, let's just do Enter to copy it to my clipboard. Let's make a new thing, and this is going to be bigger. So paste it in. There you go. So now I have a text edit screenshot inside text edit. Lovely. But yeah, that's really simple, really nice. There's some other things you can do here. So if you hit Command K, you can copy it to the clipboard, paste it into the active app, copy text from the image. That's pretty cool. So not useful all the time, but it's going to just take a second and find that text. And again, let's open up text edit and paste it. So yeah, there were a few bits of text in there, but yeah, you can just do that and boom, you're good. So pretty nice, just being able to quickly access those screenshots. Oh, I should say to set that up, if you go to settings and let's find screenshots. In screenshots, you're going to want to scroll down to search scope, and you can tell it what folders to look for screenshots in. I have it set for downloads and desktop because that's where my screenshots tend to be. You can put other things here if you prefer. And finally, I have said that this is using the free version of Raycast, and you can see that here. I am not paying for Raycast Pro. They give you a few free messages. I've used all of those, but I'm still able to use the AI features. We saw that with the emoji picker. How does that work? Well, I can choose a model here, and there are recommended models, right? Claude, GPT, Sonar, all of these, and you can pick which one you want to use, but those are all paid. What I'm using is GPT OSS 20 billion, and then I have a couple Gemma models installed as well. Let me just go to the smallest one to make it quick. But yeah, basically you can choose if you have Ollama installed. We're not going to talk about Ollama today, but if you have Ollama installed using local LLMs, and actually just to prove this, let me turn off my Wi-Fi. So I've got no internet right now. If I go here, I should see, let's go to Birch Tree. Yeah, no internet. So totally offline right now. And if I close this, and go to Raycast, and let's go to Ask AI with Tab, and let's say, tell me something interesting about the Green Bay Packers. So now it's using, you can see it's using Gemma 3, the 4 billion parameter model, and there you go. So consistent naming colors since 1919. I think that's correct. So yeah, so you can go ahead and do that. You can go ahead and continue in chat. You can actually use this as a front end for Ollama if you want. Tell me another 3 facts, right? And so obviously do something more interesting here. But yeah, this totally works. Again, I'm totally offline at the moment. We have no internet connection right now, and I'm still able to use my local LLM to do things. And again, you can see if I pull up the emoji search and do Packers here, there's no results, of course, but it's using the Ollama model to pull up. I'm hoping like a chunk of cheese will show up. Again, this is a little slow, but it does work. And yeah, a chunk of cheese is there, and you can go ahead and paste that into whatever you want. So if you are not paying for Pro, install Ollama on your computer, install a local model that'll work. I think a small one that's quick is fine for most of the things you're going to do, and it's good to go. It works. It's not as good as the online models, the foundation models, but it works in a pinch, and for my needs, actually works pretty good. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you here next time. Bye-bye.